Hi everyone, I'm Viddhi, creative artist and founder of Limitless Art, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And before we move ahead, just make sure that you hit the subscribe button on my channel so that you get notified of all new videos and content every week. So Brustro recently launched its artist grade gouache colors, and this brand is known for having very affordable supplies for different types of art mediums, and they were very kind enough to send me a package to give my honest reviews. The first impression of this package is very nice. I really like the matte finish and the vibrant colors that this packaging has, and I also like this area where it shows the colors that are included in the tubes. The back side of the packaging has some details about the gouache and how it can be used and other general details. This set has 24 colors and each tubes are of 12 ml, and they have a very wide range of colors which can be used in painting, and it is available at an amazing cost, which is only 849 Indian rupees, which is so worth all the colors that are there in this. And after watching this review video, if you feel that the set is going to be good for you and you would like to go ahead and purchase it, I do have a 15% coupon code which you can use to get extra 15% on all Brustro products. The coupon code is Viddhi15. I've added the coupon code and the link from where you can purchase and all other links related to this video in the description box, so make sure that you check the description box for all the details. So far the first impression of this set is good, and the second thing that I like about this set is that it has a variety of colors. It has so many shades of blue, I think 5 shades of blue and 4 shades of green and so many shades of pinks and reds and yellows, which makes this set very great. And also all these tubes have color names and then some pigment information and also light fast information too, which is another great thing. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze out all these colors into my airtight palette and see how the texture of these paints are. And more about this palette is really great to keep your paints moist for a longer time. I previously used this palette for my Vincent Newton gouache and it worked really well, and I just cleaned it up to squeeze in all the Brustro gouache paints to test them. As I squeeze out the paints from the tube, I see that the color and the label color doesn't match, which is totally okay, and it happens with most of the brands, but the colors are very nice and creamy and they flow very easily out of the tube. In terms of the paint consistency, I think it has the right consistency which a gouache paint should have. It is not too watery or not too thick, it's just the perfect which is easy to use and re-wet. So I'm almost done squeezing out all the paints, and I'm just showing you a very quick close-up of all these colors. They look really creamy, very smooth, and they are vibrant and very tempting enough to paint with. And now I'm going to show you how these paints work both on black and white paper, for which I've taken this black paper from the brand Fabriano and added a white watercolor paper stripe in the center so that I can do swatch test on both black and white paper simultaneously. I'm swatching all these colors one by one so that you can see how each and every color works. Few of the colors which are dark will take a little bit of time to show up completely on the black paper because it will happen only when the paint is completely dried, whereas the lighter shades will instantly show its opacity on the black paper as well as the white paper. As you can notice, all these colors are working well so far, and they really mix well and re-wet easily, and they work like butter on both black and white paper. But this light green seems a little bit light, and I think this color might need second coat. And this happens with very light colors, or maybe if you use a lot of water. So in this case you need to use a lot of paint and reduce the amount of water. So far all the colors are working great, and I'm really impressed. And I'm trying this white, and this white is also amazing, and you could see that how in just one brush stroke the white is very opaque. And white is one of the most used colors in gouache, because this color will help you mix a lot of various colors, and especially the pastel colors. So it's good that it is of very nice quality. The reds also work very well. I was very excited to try this hot pink color, and it is brilliant, and I think I'm going to use it for most of my paintings, especially because I do mostly flower paintings. And this is another favorite color of mine. It's teal blue, which is amazing again. And here are the final swatches of all the colors. It's completely dried, and you can see how opaque it is. Oh, that green is not as bad as it looked while I was watching it. So all the colors are very opaque and nice and very vibrant, and I think it's a very good set of gouache paints. After swatching, I'm totally blown away with the quality of these paints at the price that it is available. I honestly think that it is the best gouache set out there in India for any beginners who wants to experiment with gouache without spending too much. So it's a big thumbs up. I squeezed out the paints in the night, and after 12 hours in the morning when I open my palette, the paints are still wet and moist. Also, this is because of this airtight palette which keeps the paint wet for longer time. This is why I love this palette. But what happens generally is that if you keep gouache outside for a longer time, the paint will dry and it will start cracking. This happens with almost any of the gouache brands, and I just tried it with the Winsor Newton gouache that I have. So I just squeezed out a little bit of paint on my palette, and you can see that it has little cracks already. This is just within like 5 hours it has a lot of cracks, and over a period of time, if you just leave it like this, it will just crack up into bits and pieces, and it will become very difficult to re-wet. So in my experience, I think this happens with all the brands, and it is also likely to happen with this brand too. So the best thing that you can do to avoid this is to use it freshly from the tube, unless you're going to paint gouache for the next couple of weeks, or you can just squeeze the amount of paint that you're going to use for that particular painting. I think that's the best way to avoid this cracking of the paints and to make re-wetting very easy. And to test these paints in terms of painting, I'm just painting a very simple and a very small flower illustration so that you can see how they work. However, I have a very detailed landscape painting tutorial coming tomorrow on my YouTube channel using the same paints, and you can see these paints more in action in that video. So here's the final thoughts from this review of the Brustro gouache. It is a big yes for beginners because it is affordable. It has great choice of colors. The paints are very smooth, creamy and very vibrant. The opacity is really good enough, and few colors may require second coat to achieve the full opacity and that gouache texture, which is okay. And it's best when used directly from the tube because it is very easy to re-wet and also easy to use. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, just let me know in the comments along with any questions that you have. And also, if you like more such review videos, just let me know in the comments which products would you like me to review. I'll be more than happy to. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you have subscribed to my channel. It would really mean a lot to me. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.